Hello, Forecaster here again, and we are back for episode 78. And I've finished the little digging there was to do, and the air is extremely bad down here. So I'm thinking I want to place the carpenters somewhere along here. Now these also need power, of course, which fortunately we happen to have. Oh dear. We happen to have a power conduit going by there as well. Quite ingenious, if I say so myself, even though it was mostly accidental. But it's probably a very good spot for these things. So we're going to put the pipes behind like that. Why is the air so awful in there? I'm going to need to wear this, probably, I guess. We're getting fresh air down here because of this, the clear view of the sky. As you can hear by the crickets, the game thinks that I am outside because I can see the sky, even though I actually have opaque or transparent blocks above me. It still thinks I'm outside just because they are transparent. So let's make these into fluid pipes, all of them, because why not? Then we're going to have these. I guess I can take this. Not that actually I did need it. Oh well. Then I'm going to place the first carpenter like that and put a hopper on it. And I'm going to put the other carpenter on top like that. Then I plan to have the power line just come down here on the side. Actually, now that I think about the logistics of that, I might actually want to put them on the other side of the power line. So I want to put them here. Let's put on the breather, and the filters ran out. Great. Actually don't want it facing that way. Need to move the pipes. Hopefully I won't have to go in here and stand around too much, because this will pretty much be self-managing. It's going to be running on its own. What? Oh. Did it go in here somewhere? Yeah. Okay. So we're going to put that there. So then we can have the item pipe connect on this side. We can have the power pipe go down to both of these on this side. So the item pipe is going to provide this one with spruce wood, which is going to turn into pulp once we have power there. Let's get some fresh air and some kinesis pipes. Actually use their proper name this time. Right. I used all of the pipes and I don't have any kinesis pipes lying around. I need some glass. Let's make 4 sets, because why not? Get some cobblestone. and that should do it. And then I need 3 redstone. Turn these into 3 kinesis pipes. And then we can power these. And once power arrives, we're going to be producing some pulp. I can't tell if these are being maxed out or not, or if they're just receiving a little power because the rock crusher is using most of it. Might want to upgrade these pipes. That might be why the farm was running slowly as well. So the pulp gets pulled down here, and then we just put that like that, and this will be producing paper. Then we're going to need I might want a passive provider frame, one of these. As opposed to a storage frame, because I don't actually want to store things in here. So that is now going to provide, and I think I want to set this to provide paper specifically. Whoa, okay. Had a random crash there caused by better foliage, but oh well. We are back. Let's pick up where we left off. I meant to have this only provide paper, so let's do that. So now logistics drones are only going to be allowed to take paper from this storage frame. So now all I need is the item pipe for connecting the connecting the farm to the top carpenter. Let's have a couple of quartz gates. I'm probably going to need a bunch more pipe wire, so as you can see I've collected quite a bit of iron now from an extended mining operation. Now I'm waiting for a feature to be added to Pneumaticraft's programmer to be able to update my mining program. I needed to be able to... I've had issues with it getting stuck when there is water in the mining area. So I need a way to allow the drone to get rid of the water, because currently it uses check for air in the block condition to determine... Right, out of redstone. To determine if there is... if each slice as well as the path in the middle are clear. But the check for air returns false when there is water in it, in the in the path or one of the slices, and there's no way to exclude water from the search. And it also has this problem with bedrock. I'm also going to need a wooden pipe. Do these have autarkic upgrades? They don't. One of these is going to need a pulsating chipset installed. Let's leave that to be sapped. It's working, yeah. What was I talking about? Yeah, the drone has that problem with bedrock as well, because it can't mine bedrock, of course, but it also can't. I also can't exclude it from the is-air search. So I've requested that the is-air option is allowed to be used along with the oh wow, this is already full. That might have been a less good idea, but oh well. I can put the stuff back when I'm done. Right. So I've requested that you're allowed to use the is-air condition along with the with normal item filters. Dang it, I wanted that. That's what I want. I'm going to put that down here, and then we're going to reassemble the farm. And we're going to put back most of this stuff in it. So I would be able to exclude bedrock from the block search, so I don't have to be as careful to not put it at the bottom of the world or intersecting with the bedrock layers. Oh dear, my inventory is full. I don't need that. I can... Let's run inside with this, I guess. But then there's the problem with the water, which also confuses the block check, and it is not possible to check for water. So the fix that applies to the bedrock is not going to work for the water blocks. However, instead, there's going to be a special condition for fluids added, which is going to use the fluid filter, of course, instead of the item filter, and be able to check for fluid blocks on the ground as well. So I need those changes so I can finish the updated version of the drone program, which is going to be able to get rid of water in the working area by itself, along with a bunch of other changes which I will probably show when they are done. Right, so now we have the hatch on the bottom of the farm instead, which means that we can attach it to a pipe running alongside the water pipe into the room with the carpenters in them. So if I were to go in here and dig my way in here, I'm going to put the pipes back. So I hope I have enough wire. Now we can clearly see we're under the farm, of course. And the hatch should be right here. So we're going to put the wooden pipe here. I'm going to need the... What the heck? Oh. Apparently it's auto-ejecting. Oh, it is producing sand. I thought it was to be doing that. Maybe it's not. Doesn't always happen, I guess. So apparently the farm auto-ejects into Buildcraft pipes. I didn't know that. So I guess we're going to need the control block to be able to disable the farm. So let's make a little access shaft there. And I'm just going to lay the pipe. Actually, I need to also put the red pipe wire on it, because that's going to be difficult to do afterwards. So going to be laying the pipe with the wire down here, and then we're going to follow the water pipe in this direction, and here we are probably going to go underneath it here. That's not what I wanted to do. Put it on the wrong pipe. And I can't shift click it off while laying down like this, which is unfortunate, but something I'll have to live with. Be more careful what I aim at in the future. So if we go underneath here, and then we can probably go down here. Actually, I would come out here. So here, let's fill this in with some cobblestone. So we're going to have the iron pipe. Oh, more iron. Always like finding iron. Sorry if it's dark. There's not a whole lot I can do about that, unfortunately. Enhancing the light in editing is very annoying and lowers the quality quite a bit. It's pretty ugly. I wish there was a way I could have the recording be bright, yet have what I see be dark. That would be a very nice solution. Unfortunately, that would pretty much require you to render the game twice, which would put extra strain on my computer, obviously. Plus, it would probably be a nightmare to program something that actually does that. So I doubt anyone would be up for that task, really. So now we have our connection, and we're going to put one of the quartz gates on here. Oh, right, actually, that's not what we're going to do at all. We're going to need a clay pipe, which I hope I have somewhere here. Clay transport pipe, which so clay pipes are insertion pipes, of course, as it's said in the tooltip right there. We're going to need a drawer. I don't think I have any, so we're going to have to make one. Let's do a laggy search. Come on. Filter those items. There we go. So a drawer is these. Oh no, it's wood blocks and a chest. And there ought to be a chest. I think I have a chest in here. Recall seeing at some point. We can put this dirt away for now. Then we need some of this. And then there. That'll get us a spruce drawer, which will be able to hold quite a bit of wood. Now this is going to be a start, but it's not going to be going to need some additional drawers later, but I'll probably put those in afterwards. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace this pipe here with the clay insertion pipe. So that means that this is going to fill this carpenter with wood first. So all of these slots. Now I might not actually want that, so I'm probably going to, yeah, let's block some of these slots with cobblestone, which means it's not going to be able to fill them with wood. That will probably do. So we'll have 4 stacks of logs in here. Actually, 2 is enough. That'll do. So the carpenter will have a priority of getting wood. The wood will go in here first, but once there is 2 stacks in here, this will be full because it can't put wood in any of these slots here. So then the insertion pipe will send it down the pipe into the next inventory, which is going to be this drawer here. And it is on this drawer that we want the gate. We're going to put it on the side here so it doesn't block any pipe connections. Then we put pipe wire on these 2 pipes here. Should have a connection to the farm now. And then we're going to configure this so it says contains less than 50%, 75% wood, it is going to let's configure this first. It's going to turn on the red pipe signal. So now we can see the pipe wire is glowing, so it's on, because this drawer doesn't have enough wood in it. I can probably get rid of this. So then we don't actually need an autarchic upgrade in the other gate, but oh well. We are going to need a controller block for the farm. So let's see, control. This was a golden electron tube. Well, there's no shortage of gold, so we should be able to get a bunch of gold ingots easily. 6 should do it. We need 5, so there'll be 1 left over. That is fine. Then we have to go up to the thermionic fabricator and replace the tin with gold and remove that, and we get a bunch of gold electron tubes, and we just need 1 of the tubes. Then the recipe was 1 of those and 2 redstone. So we need 2 redstone like that. Then we need another farm block. So we need 2 of these, and I happen to have 1 of those. And then we need a couple of copper ingots, which I might have a couple here. Excellent. Then we'll get a farm block, and then we'll get a farm control. Then we'll go down, get the now unnecessarily autarchic gate. Kind of a waste, but oh well. I don't care all that much. Actually, we can use this basic gate, I suppose. That'll work as well. This doesn't have an autarchic upgrade, and it can interface with red pipe wire, which is what we need. And I'm going to be starving soon. Can grab some vegetables from the garden quickly to eat, to stave off starvation a little bit. Let's have some strawberries. And some raspberries. Not the greatest lunch of all time, but it will do. Now, let's jump down into the hole. This is probably full again. Almost. Now, there's probably going to pop out all manner of stuff again upstairs. Suppose we could have replaced... there it is. I almost thought I forgot it. Right, so now when the multi-block structure got invalidated, it lost all of its inventory, of course. Is it up top somewhere? Was it destroyed? Don't tell me it was destroyed. It looks like the contents were destroyed. I think I prefer the Railcraft method of having a control block that keeps the inventory even if the structure is temporarily invalidated. Looks like it still has fertilizer though. Looks like it's still working, so that means that it is on. And I probably should have brought... I need a structure pipe. So we're going to go into a little bit of... quite a bit of overtime, probably. Especially if I don't happen to have any structure pipes, which I don't. That's unfortunate. I do have cobblestone and gravel though, so I can make a few quickly. Didn't even have to go in here to do it. There we go. And now my helmet is running out of pressure as well. And there's a annoying bat, which is soon going to explode. So now we put a structure pipe there, put the gate on the side here, and say when the... we need pipe wire as well. When the red pipe signal is off, turn the redstone signal off, which is going to disable the farm. Apparently by telling it has nothing to do. Oh well. And then we're just going to connect this pipe that connected like so. Oh dear, I'm thirsty again. So there we are. Now oh right, that's why I had a piece of smooth sandstone. It was supposed to go in this hole. Right, I'll replace that later. So now we... whoops. That was unexpected. Now we have logs moving down to the well, an offshoot of the factory, I suppose. And they will eventually make their way down here and start filling this up. And that is going to provide this with pulp, and I should probably block this carpenter, most of the slots in this carpenter as well, to keep it from filling up with pulp unnecessarily. So we're going to block all but 4 of the slots in, all but 2 of the slots in there. And there you can see now we have stuff happening. And once this actually fills up, it's going to stop producing stop producing things. As you can see that this is filling up. So it will stop consuming pulp when this reaches 64, and when both of these slots are full, this will stop sending pulp down. We can actually put something in that slot as well, because I realized that the hopper is going to contain a bunch of stacks as well. 5 stacks of pulp, which is plenty. Then this is going to fill up, and then once that is full, wood is going to start going into the barrel. Or drawer, I mean. Now I think this is also going to be sending sand and excess saplings. So I'm going to need to put drawers here to take care of those as well, and I might have to replace this with an insertion pipe as well. But we have reached the end of the episode with a little bit of overtime, so I'm going to end the episode here, of course, and I will see you in the next one.